From trapping the new raid boss to meteors with infinite range, today we're going to be testing over 30 new myths from the new gravity update to see if they're actually true. And myth number 1 says, is it possible using creation build mode to block players in the safe zone? Now, first up, we're going to see if it's possible to block people into Turtle Mansion. As you can see, if we make a wall right here and just block it like this, how do people get in and out? It's literally perfectly blocked. Look, they're stuck. They can't get out. Let's see. If I ask them, can they break it? Oh, they can break it. Okay, so it is possible. If you set the PvP mode to passive, it's impossible to break. But when you're not allied, you can break it. Okay, that's good to know. Now, the new Eagle Fruit got a bunch of new skins. But what I want to test is it possible to change the color of a move mid-attack? So we'll test it out on Featherstorm, since it lasts a little while. And we're going to switch to Parrot while we're doing the attack and see if it changes mid-attack. So if we go like this and then equip, it does. Okay, that's kind of cool. Now, this next one requires a boss. So obviously, we're going to go for Cake Queen. And this one should be pretty fun. We're going to use Creation. And we're also going to equip like a high damaging gun, like the Acidum Rifle. And here's what we do. We need to enter build mode. And then we need to turn the wall into a window like this. Is there a better window? Nope, just this one. Okay. And then we turn it back into a box like this. And then we need to bait the Cake Queen over this way. And now, if we stand here like this and make her angry, is it possible to just like fight her through the wall like this? Or under... Okay, nope, she can hit through the wall. Can I hit under the wall? Okay, under works, but I don't think the window works. The window's... Yeah, it's just cosmetic. It doesn't do anything. And it doesn't block the attacks either, so this one's busted. You can, in fact, not full box a boss and then fight it like that. For myth number 4, we're going to see if it's possible to trap the new boss using the creation fruit. So I know he spawns, like, around here somewhere. So if we build a wall like this, and then we build a wall this way... Oh, this boss is not going to know what's hit him. He's actually going to get cooked. Okay, nice. We've got the strategy. Floor. We're making a box. Break the pots. I'm ready for him. I kind of want to make a door. Let's make a door. Keep breaking the pots, gamers. I'm peeking it. This is like Fortnite, bro. If he doesn't spawn in here, I'm actually going to be so mad. Okay, he's in. Can he break out? Back up, back up, back up, back up. Wait, he teleported out. This does not work. This myth does not work. This is a code red. Now, just like the old gravity, the new gravity takes form of whatever you're standing on before you use it. So as you can see, I've got like this same texture here. If I was to use it on grass, I believe we get the grass texture. Yep, as you can see. However, I'm going to have this guy build a floor out of the new creation fruit. And then if I stand on this with shooting star, it does not take the creation like Tetris effect. Instead, it's like pure white. Also, there's a really weird effect going on right now because of the gravity. Like you can see everything's orange. We've like bugged the game. We've made everything permanently Mexico. Now with the new gravity, we know that if we throw the meteors into the water, there's like a really cool splash effect. Next up, we're going to see if that splash effect still happens if the Yeti's ice is blocking it. So if I throw the gravity down like this, I actually can't tell. Yeah, it's like cosmetic ice. It just splashes. That's like really strange. It's making an explosion and it's splashing. It's doing both. So this myth is like half busted. Oh wait, when it has multiple layers. Oh no, it still splashes. What? Now my favorite fruit in the new update is the creation fruit. And that's because you can do this. When you walk into the towers with creation, you get teleported all around in random directions. However, if somebody else hits that move, they usually just bounce. As you can see, if I grab this guy and throw him in there, he just bounces back and forth like that. But what if I grab a weapon like the spiky trident and then pull them through with me? Will they fly around just like I do? So if I equip spiky trident, we use the V, and then we use the hurricane. They do get teleported, and then he got bounced around. So that one is true. Now we're gonna test this with the love fruit. So if I use this, Magic City, as you can see, we're not allied, and I'll go full speed ahead. Oh, they despawn. In fact, I just realized we're gonna have to be allied, or else he's just gonna get damaged and it's gonna be cooked. So I spawn the towers, we get picked up, then we go into the towers. Does it not let him? Oh, it does. Oh, no. Wait, no way. So the barrier towers can actually work with another player. Wait, that's sick. All right, this time we're going to try the exact same thing again, but this time he's using the spiky trident, and it does. We both got teleported again, though it did like pull us back each time. So that one's like this was like half busted. It prioritizes me taking knockback over you teleporting. Oh. Now this next experiment is a little bit wacky. He's going to use a portal V to pull us both in the middle of one of my towers. This should get crazy. Obviously, he's going to have cooldowns and stuff like that, so it might not work timing wise, but if this works, some crazy stuff could happen to our screen. We might actually get hit by the Gojo domain. All right, I'm gonna pop it. All right, here goes. We're being pulled in. Oh, so the portal takes priority. Could I like block this off? Maybe not. Okay, I genuinely thought that would work. That one is busted. Now then, another reason why creation is one of my favorite fruits is because of this move right here, the wall. And in the trailer, this was shown to like block a bunch of different attacks. So what we're gonna test is how many of these attacks we can actually block. Okay, so it can block God Human. It can also block the Dragon Storm. My screen just got absolutely like wrecked. It's blocking blocking the punches from dough. What if I pull it a bit further forwards? Try again. That went through my wall. Okay, if you hold it too close, it doesn't block. Okay, the dough punch goes right through. That's kind of spooky. It does block God Human, though, and the Dragon Storm. Doesn't block moves that go around it, though. So what that makes me want to actually test is if I equip a fruit like Flame, and then we use a Hiken right at the wall. Okay, that went through. Hold on. Even though it blocked, it still damaged him. What? All right, let's try Blue Fire Bullets. Let's go like this. All right, it fully blocks them. If I zoom out like this, and then I aim my cursor here, will this hit him? Will they curve around the wall? It does not. What about Hiken? Okay, that just works because it has like enough AoE, I guess. So no, you can't curve things around the wall. Now, the new creation fruit also has a very fun feature with the actual physical fruit itself. As you can see, it has an animation where it falls to pieces on the floor. And then you like leave the pieces behind and then it'll pull them back in like this, which we've got a couple of experiments we're going to try with this. However, what happens if I eat this while the pieces are on the floor? Does it leave them? So if I go like this, if I eat, nom nom nom. Yep, they just completely vanish. That one is busted. Now, for this next myth, I need to get the angel race because we're going to be seeing if it's possible to fly through the new creation wall because of the damage that you get from Angel V4. Like, Angel V4 causes damage, right? And the wall's supposed to block it. So does Angel just completely nullify the wall? Let's find out. If I can get the angel race, what is this? Now then, if I get Angel V4, all right, time to become His Majesty. And now, all right, he's got the Great Wall. Can I fly through this? Oh, it actually blocks me. That's sick. Wait, but I can break this, right? Wait, no, I actually can't. I can't. I'm losing. That's crazy. Oh, wait, I broke the wall. You actually can't go through it. That's so sick. What if I do this? Nope. Oh, but you can like fly around it. Wait, look. Oh, he read me like a book. Oh, serpentine. That's right. Get cooked. Now, that didn't work with Angel, but there's one other race we can try because the Mink race in V4 has a skill that allows it to just blitz through walls. Like, you can literally just TP right through them. Does it work with the new barrier stuff? There we go. We're a rabbit. We go Mink V4. And now if we hold the Q, we do a long dash. Can I long dash through this wall? Oh, you can. Mink is superior. What about the box? Can I go into the box? Like this? I can. No way. It's like someone popping a domain expansion and you're like, nah, no thanks. What about through these? Okay, you can't go through the giant tower walls. Oh, wait, you can. Wait, if you time it perfectly, you literally can. Wait, that's sick. Mink is so OP. Does it block the tornadoes? Nope, it does not block the tornadoes. Now, for this next one, we're going to try something a little bit devious. With the creation fruit, if my friend here is building and I go build mode as well, then we go erase. Can I erase his builds? No, you can't erase other people's builds. So this hideous monstrosity is just permanently here now. Wait, what? I can. But you can erase other people's builds. You just have to stand like perfectly on them. Wait, you can't erase the floors though. What? Unless, wait, is it only his ramps? Oh, so you can't erase his build mode, but if he's just spamming ramps, I can just chase after him. So this one is like half true, I guess. Bro's just permanently building ramps and I can actually stop them. I see. So if I have the top hat, I can only get rid of his regular builds. Otherwise, it's impossible to get rid of all this. All right, next up, we're going to be testing the blocking capabilities of the creation fruit with like stronger attacks like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stand here. I'm going to look right up like this and I'm going to have this prepped. If I look up with this, is it possible to block the creation V? The suspense is actually killing me. I aimed that a little bit poorly. Hold on, we're going to try again. Attempt number 2. You can. No way. You can actually block the V. So that one's true. What about some other crazy moves? Let's try T-Rex or Mammoth. Their leap moves, is it possible to block them by looking up? If I look up like this, can I block his leap? You can. Wait, no way. Obviously, you got to get like the perfect like angle, but you can block his leap. So that'll be the same with Mammoth as well. Next experiment. Does this work with Mammoth? It does. This new creation tech is actually crazy. All right, we're doing it with the hold F. That's kind of spooky. Blocked. That's so sick. So it fully blocks it. All right, now we're going to try Gravity V. Can I block a meteor? And if the M1 doesn't block it, I want to try using Sword Box to block it as well. If I can like catch the meteor, the new tech will go crazy. So I'm going to look straight up like this and I'm going to wait for the meteor to fall down from the sky. I'm actually terrified. I feel like the AoE splash damage is just going to do like enough damage. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. Block. All right, you can't block that. I'm going to try and catch it in the sea. This would be crazy. This would be actually unreal if this is possible. All right, here goes. Catch it. I did not catch it. I tried. I gotta hit the timing even sooner. I catch these this time. I got this. Block. It does not block. Okay, cool. Well, that one doesn't work. That one is busted. For this next one, we need gravity because what we're going to test is we're going to see if it's possible to pull boats using the new left click. So if I like pull to the left like this, and release. It did absolutely nothing. What if it's... Okay, yeah, this just does not work. At the very least, that's one thing the controls got on gravity is that you can just literally pick up boats and throw them away. Speaking of boats, though, this next myth, we're going to see if it's possible to build with creation on the boat. So if I go into build mode and then I go over here like this, wait, I need to move more distance away from player spawns to like here. Wait, I still can't build? Okay, we got to go even further beyond. It's the only way. Okay, wait, does this actually just... Does this not work? So we can't build on the ship. What if we block the ship? Like, what if we have all this here? Does this stop the ship? Or does the ship just go straight through? Mind you, these are my own builds, so let's see. Nope, it gets stuck. Okay, but unfortunately, you can't actually build on the ship, so that myth is busted. This next myth says that the eagle flight animation does damage to NPCs. So if I pop the F... Yep, that didn't do anything. Hold on. Does it mean, like, I have to go below them and then pop the F and then, like, the explosions afterwards hit? It feels like they're just cosmetic. Pull this mob over here. Transform. Yep, I think that myth is completely false. Unfortunately, does not work. In fact, a good way to test is if we go flight mode and then cancel it. Does the cancellation do damage? It does. Wait, cancelling does, but transforming doesn't? This is cooked. It's, like, impossible to tell. What if I, like, go under the tree? Oh, it does do damage. Okay, you just gotta, like, get it perfectly. Or use it, like, while glitched into the floor, apparently. Okay, so that one's true. Now then, for this next one, we need max gravitational force. So if we go over here, let's farm some mobs, get the max force. These mobs will be perfect. Okay, just keep on pulling. Use that move. All right, well, max force. Now, if we pop the cutscene move and we reset mid-cutscene, what happens? Does it just completely break? Like, do we exit the cutscene? We do. And these guys are still trapped in it. Do they even take damage? Wait, that was so cursed. I genuinely cannot tell what happened there. That was so cursed. All right, let's try this again. Cutscene, reset instantly, and then we run back. He's trapped. He's bamboozled. Oh, he's good. All right, so that one didn't, like, completely break the game. Like, the mobs return back to normal. But it is funny you can do that. Now, this next one says that the orbital chain move of gravity goes infinitely. So if I just held on to X, it wouldn't stop. Mind you, the damage decreases apparently. So let's keep holding it. It's getting slower. I got cancelled by the mob. Hold on, we're gonna go even higher up. And now if we hold this down, it should just infinitely go on. It should never end. Okay, it gets slower. It starts only like firing out a couple of meteors. Is it actually infinite? Wait, there's no way. It's so inaccurate. It's terrible. But like, I think it genuinely goes on forever. This one's true. I've been holding it for like a minute straight already and it's still just going. Now this next one should be very fun because it says that the gravity F, the new move, has infinite range. So for example, if I aimed over there to like towards the boat, that should just infinitely go all the way over to the boat, which it did. So this makes me want to try it from like Sea Castle all the way over to Turtle Mansion or something. What about the triple F? Does that go infinitely as well? Those did explode like there. So we need to see if it's actually infinite. What is going on with that meteor? Why was it doing loops around the top of Sea Castle? All right, now that we got 2 Buddha fruits here, they are my targets. So I'm going to go all the way back here. So let's say people are like, you know, they're fighting over on Sea Castle and I just went boop. Does that actually hit? No, that stopped. What about that F? That one made it. Okay, you gotta aim like above, like this. That one hit. Hold on, we gotta go further for science. We're gonna go all the way over here, like this. It's still going. It's still going. Okay, wait, it actually hit the roof. I'm going even further. I believe this is actually infinite. This is crazy. Let's go over here. There's no way. There's no way this hits. Yeah, especially when my accuracy is so bad. All right, let's try that. Okay, I think there is a limit. I don't think it's infinite. Unless it's just getting, like, caught? Okay, yeah, this does not go infinitely, unfortunately. So, yep, the meteors go very, very far. They just don't go infinitely. Now, next up, we need another physical creation. And what we're going to do is we're going to wait for the pieces to break off. Then we're going to go through a teleporter. And if we go through, do the pieces, like, fly back from all the way across the map? They did appear from somewhere. Okay, we left them on the teleporter. Let's go through here. Okay, it gets crazy buggy, but I don't think they fly across the map, unfortunately. Or if I did leave them there and I ran all the way over here. Wait, maybe they do, actually. Like, they did just fly from where I left them. So we drop it again and then we run away. They're still on the floor over there and then they fly over. So that one is actually true. They travel infinite distance. Now for this next myth, do I have a volcanic magnet? I do not. However, this next myth says that it's possible to trap the new volcano mobs on the prehistoric island with creation and then solo it. However, I found this video here by this guy called Benny who made a great wall around the prehistoric head. And as you can see, you just fly around, do the mountain stuff and then it works. They just get blocked. It's so OP. Therefore, that makes creation the strongest fruit for farming. And it's not even close. And now it's time for the final experiment. This one says that being subscribed to Koopekool gives you mythical fruits. As you can see, I got the gravity fruit because I'm subscribed to myself. So click subscribe. It works. It's guaranteed.